understand. Maybe we have come to know, based on the questions we've asked in the past, why don't I have a Brabus? Why don't I have a Rolls Royce? Why don't I have a villa in Dubai? I mean, those things are attainable to everybody, like everybody. And if you are doubting this, that is the mindset you need to work on. Success is not far away. It's definitely closer than you think. So whatever thing you have, whatever concept of success you have, that might have made you to believe that success is far away from you, success is something that is unattainable, or success is something that is reserved for some few, I think you should shelve that idea, because success is not that far away. Success is actually very close to you than you think or than you know right now. But the question will also be, what do you regard as success? What do you regard as being successful? How do you see yourself if you have become successful? So who do you term as being successful based on what they have or what they have achieved? Is your success solely based on financial capability or achievement? Or is your success based on other things, other achievement that they have, family and all of that? Because depending on where you have marked or you marked and said, okay, this and this makes someone successful, that will determine how your belief will go, and that will be determine if you're actually close to it or not. But like I said before, success is not far away. Success is close by, and it's close to every single person out there. Have you imagined why it is that sometimes you might see someone that is maybe like last week, you actually poor, and then suddenly a week goes by and something happens, and one of their videos or one of their podcasts or whatever goes viral, and the amount of followership quadruples, the amount of money in their bank account quadruples, based on whatever thing. Maybe they've been called for podcasts, maybe people have bought their products or bought their courses or whatever thing they're selling. For some reason, just within a week, or let's even just say a month, so that it doesn't look as if it's fictitious. Let's say within a month, their whole life has changed. And then when you see that person, you start thinking, oh, they are lucky and all of that. Yes, they might be lucky, but the main thing, the actual thing is that success has been lurking around for a long time. They just didn't know it. Or maybe they knew it, but they didn't know how to tap into it, and suddenly something happened that made it happen for them. So success is not actually far away from you. It's not far away from you. No matter where you are, no matter what level you are at, no matter what situation you are at, success is not far away from you. It's actually closer than you think. The only thing you should be asking yourself now is, what do you consider as success? What do you consider as being successful? If it is finance, fantastic. Then money is not far away from you. Of course, you make use of money every day. You see money every day. You see people spend money every day. So it is not far away from you. It is close by. It's just that you don't have access to it yet. And if it is having a beautiful family, having wife and kid, or husband and kids and beautiful home and car and everything like that, it's still not far away from you, because you can see those. I guarantee there are those around you right now that have beautiful families that you would actually want to have. So that means that experience is not far away from you. It is close by. And so your own as well is not far away from you. It is closer than you think, closer than you know, and closer than you can assume. But the question is, are you asking the right questions? What is it you consider as being successful? And if you know those things, what can you do to get to that point? Success is not far away from you. But you have to understand that there are certain things that you might have to do. There are certain lifestyles you might have to adopt. There are certain places you might have to go. There are certain networks you have to break into. There are certain activities you have to begin to do. There are certain natures you have to begin to tune into to be able to have access to it quicker than you think you can have access to it right now. Now, some people are actually not that successful. In quotes, successful. Maybe financially, maybe influence or status, because of the lifestyle that they have chosen. Some people became very successful because they are social media, and like I said before, the example I gave the first time, something happened and they blew up, and they begin to have a lot of access, begin to have a lot of invite to a lot of places, roles and everything, podcasts and everything, and their life changed. That can be one form or one way through which your life can be transformed. So So if you have your things on social media, if you have your things online, it gives you access to a lot of things. People get to see you, people get to see what you stand for, what you promote, and what you do, and from there you can easily get access to success. But if you don't also, it doesn't mean that you cannot get the success that you desire, but it also means that you have to channel it through other ways. But the thing you have to have in mind is a mindset thing. It is not far away from you. Whatever thing you call success is not far away from you. If it's having a beautiful family, you can't have that. You can't have that. You just have to accept that that is what you want. That is what you desire. And then you ask yourself that question, how can you get it? And even more important than asking that question is, when you ask that question and you get the answer, follow through. Because there was this post I put out one time about awareness. Awareness doesn't guarantee action. That you have an awareness of something doesn't mean that you take action. So if you have awareness of something, you know something, you have asked, you have researched, you have found out, you have an enlightenment of something, will you take action? Because having that awareness alone is not enough. Knowing the why is not enough. How will you do it? Are you going to do it? Because many of us right now are sitting on a lot of ideas, including me that I'm saying this right now. I'm sitting on a lot of ideas. But a lot of ideas we may never get around to do because of one reason or the other, which sometimes are not even good reasons. Sometimes they are just fictitious reasons. Sometimes they are just egotistic reasons. Sometimes they are just reasons that are not even reasonable. But for some reason, we have conditioned ourselves to believe that that thing is holding us back, and because of that thing we cannot do something. I don't know if you get my explanation here, but I believe you do. So some of us are sitting on ideas that maybe we have come to know based on the questions we've asked in the past. Why don't I have this? Why don't I have a Brabus? Why don't I have a Rolls Royce? Why don't I have a villa in Dubai? All those kind of big questions. I mean, those things are attainable to everybody, like everybody. And if you are doubting this, that is the mindset you need to work on. It's available to every single person. So if you doubt this particular thing I just said now, you have a mindset issue. You have to believe it. Because those that are there are human beings like you, but their mindset is different. So if you accept, if you believe that it's possible to you, the question you should be asking yourself is, how can I attain that? How can I get that? And if you're able to be sincere with yourself, you will know the answer to that question. This is not a thing of, you have to look for someone to give you the answer, look for a mentor to tell you the answer, go online and search it, someone has too much. No. You know something in your mind is going to tell you what you need to do to get to that point. And I'm not talking about doing anything fraudulent or, anything unruly. No. Something in your mind is going to tell you, okay, maybe if you did this and did that, maybe if you go this direction and go that direction, you can have access to this. Or maybe if you had access to this, you can be able to get that. So something in your mind, you get to know, understand, and feel it, that this thing and this thing can help me get to this point. But like I said, another question is, will you go through? Will you follow through? Will you do that thing that you have come to find out that will give you that success that you desire? So success is not far away from me. It's not far away from me, myself. It's closer than I think in a lot of ways. But the question has been, what is success to me? Like I said, even me, myself, there are a lot of things I'm sitting on right now that I have not activated, which I wish to activate. Because just saying this right now is igniting that passion back in me that there is something I need to do. So that should also be your own. There should be a light, there should be a spark in you that tells you, yes, I need this, I want this, this is what I desire. What can I do to get to that point? When you get that answer, that becomes the awareness. The question is, will you follow through? If you follow through, there is a high likelihood that you will get that thing that you are desiring. But you have to understand that success is also a mindset thing. I mean, just like I said before, than having a house, having a villa in Dubai, having a Rolls Royce, having a Lamborghini or whatever, is available to everybody. I know some people will doubt that immediately they heard that. And that's why I said it's also a mindset thing. What does your mindset entail? What kind of mindset do you have? Do you have a mindset of possibility? Do you have a mindset of endless possibility? That everything you desire and want can be available to you. Do you have that mindset? Because if you don't, you need to cultivate it right now. Because even if you decide, oh, maybe you need to work extra hard to be able to get that money, it doesn't really matter. You can work as hard as you want. If your mindset is not attuned, if your mindset is not in the right, in the right direction, in the right alignment, you might still struggle to get that. So you have to believe that mindset has to be right. You have to believe that it's available to you. You have to believe that it's possible for you. You have to believe that you are worthy of it. And that's why sometimes they say affirmation is good. I mean, not everyone believes in that. I mean, someone think it's woo-woo. But sometimes those things are good, because even if you have the doubt, if you begin to affirm it, it will get to a point whereby you begin to accept that affirmation. And in fact, it is dangerous if you don't affirm it, because the world around you is constantly affirming something to you. As long as you watch the news, as long as you're on social media, as long as you interact with others, things are being affirmed to you every single day. So whether you like it or not, you are exposed to different mindsets, you're exposed to different beliefs, you're exposed to different cultures. So the only shield you will have is for you to have already programmed your own mind, so that there will be no space for other people's programming to take place in you. Otherwise, they are programming, the world programming, the news, the war happening here, crisis here, famine here, and all of those things are going to continue to burden you. And they are going to affect your mindset, that you will not ever think that something good should come out, that something good should happen. You always think of crisis, you always think of shortage, you always think of catastrophe. And then how will you, in the world of Adam, believe that something good can happen to you? It will be difficult. So mindset is very strong. So when you ask yourself, what does success mean to you? Because I guarantee it is closer to you than you think. What does it mean to you? When you accept what it means to you, the question should be, how can you get it? How can you attain it? How can you get to that height? And if you follow through, I guarantee you, it might not come once, it might not be attained immediately, but if you follow through, you will start seeing results. And those results will become something that will motivate you to continue to go until you get to that level that you can possibly get to. You don't argue with possibilities. Because when you start thinking you are smart, you start logicalizing everything, then you start arguing with the possibilities that something can happen. You start thinking, oh no, I'm overgrown, my age is no longer in the bracket, my location, because of my race, because I'm from this continent, because I speak this language, I don't speak this language, I can't attain this. You start giving unfounded excuses when you start trying to be logical. No, put the logic aside in this case and just think about it. There's a reason why Napoleon Hill wrote the book and said, think and grow rich. He didn't say be smart and grow rich. He didn't say work hard and he said think and grow rich. Put that logic aside. Think, what do you want? Focus on that thing that you want. Talk about it. And then when you get the questions of what you want, how you can get there, the question is, will you follow through? If you follow through, there's every possibility that that thing you want is going to appear. That thing you want is going to become a reality for you. But you have to have the good mindset to be able to make that happen for you. So, I hope this helps. Thank you.